Hey everybody, how's it going today? I'm just coming in and saying hello before I head out today. And this is kind of a cool new feature of the live video. Let me see something. Anyway, I don't know. I don't really know this thing, but anyway, I wanted to say a quick hello to you guys. We are on our last day here in Cancun. Boo, boo hiss. It's sad. And so wanted to say a quick hello to you guys. I love. I have enjoyed this trip. It's been amazing. We went to Mazatlan a few weeks ago, and now we have decided to bring the kids here. And so many of you want to see the view, and I will show it to you. Let's see. Because we don't get to be in Mexico very often, do we? How do you turn this around? This is a new thing on Facebook. Okay, here we go. Here we go today, guys. They are weed whacking today or something, so it's noisy out here, or else I'd stay out there and talk to you guys. But we will show you a little bit more of Cancun in a little bit. I wanted to get on here and just say a quick hello to you guys before I went on with my day. It's been an amazing week. It's been a relaxing time. The kids yesterday, I'm gonna have to show you this amazing picture. Hold on. They went to swim with the dolphins yesterday, and I wanna show you their pictures, okay? That's one thing that they wanted to do. Look at that. Can you see that? That's my Selena, and this is a good one of Austin. Isn't that so cool? So, hold on. Is that my kids? Oh, hi. Say hi. I was showing everybody your dolphin picture. Oh. Did you have fun at the swimming with the dolphins?
It's so much fun.
Yeah? So the kids went to Xcaret yesterday, for those of you who don't have heard about that tour, and they had an amazing time. They swam with dolphins, they went snorkeling, they put these helmets on their head to where they can swim underwater. And it was really, really cool because, you can do like the photo package where they have like a wristband, and so like anywhere they were that had like a little photo thing, they just scan their wristband, and then they give us all the pictures on a disc. And it was the most incredible time. They said, I was unfortunately unable to go with them. I'm still healing from my knee, and they did tell me it was a lot of walking, so trying to heal my knee. So anyway, I wanted to get on here. If you've been following along, we've been talking about awesome tips about our goals, our dreams, and getting what we want. And one of the things that came to my mind this morning was talking about effort. And we talked a little bit about this the other day, about how it takes as much effort, if not more effort, to frown as it does to smile, the muscles in your face. And so I said, why not smile more, right? And so as much effort as it takes to write down on your goals, I'm going to, make X amount of dollars. It's, I tell people this whenever they start Amazon, and that is, when you make your first dollar online, right? And I remember the day. I remember when I sent in my inventory and I got an email saying, Amazon has shipped the item that you have sold, basically. And I was like, wow, that's so cool. It's like one item. And so when that item sold, I said to myself, you know, if I know that if this sold and I can sell one, then I can sell several, right? And so I think that that's such an important principle, not only just for like our Amazon sales or whatever, but in our life as we're making our goals, right? Same amount of effort to write, I want to do such and such, as it is to, you know, something a small goal, as it is a big goal, you know. And lately I've been very grateful to be able to attend a lot of amazing events where it's more on a high end, and I get to see how some of these high rollers roll and see what they do. And it, you know, it makes me think about that, where, you know, why cap yourself, you know, at a smaller rate, I guess, you know what I mean? Like, why say to yourself that you know, I only want to earn, like, I don't know, $50 a day, you know? Why not make it a bigger goal? I know it's good to start out with like the smaller goals and meet them, but I'm saying, and you know, as you get better and stuff, it takes the same amount of effort from pen to paper to say I'm going to do this as opposed to I'm going to do that. And so it's really, really awesome, you know, as far as that goes, because we can do whatever we decide that we want to do, right? It takes effort to go on vacation. It does. I remember, you know, we first started doing this, and I remember, you know, thinking to myself, it's so much work, you know, to get the kids here and to pack and to have everything. And excuse me, still recovering with my voice from the mastermind, but it takes as much effort, you know, to do different things, but it also takes effort to plan, doesn't it? It takes effort to get your kids, to make sure they have the right bags, to make sure that they, you know, take everything they need, right? So when I talk about effort, that's what I mean, is like, yes, it takes effort, right, to be on vacation, but is it worth it? You know, like, I was just talking to my husband about the benefits of staying at an all-inclusive. And for those of you who are not familiar with what an all-inclusive is, it's like you get one of these wristbands, whether, you know, whatever it is, and according to color, you know, however many points you have. We have 1.5 million points. So we have the black bracelets where, you know, we have our own butler, and, you know, they come and fill our jacuzzi with salt water, salt rocks and stuff, and it's awesome. But neither here nor there. I'm just saying, like, what is it that you want, you know, and what kind of effort is it going to take for you to get there? And is it worth the effort, you know, to take your pen to paper and to write down the different goals that you want, right? Because I know for me, you know, I was, we all go through some kind of fear, right? We go through some kind of, like, oh, you know, what if, I remember going to this seminar one time, or an event, and they asked us, you know, how much do you want to make in a year or in a month? And, you know, we were writing down our numbers. Like, just say that you want to make, say, I don't know, $1,000 a month or whatever. I'm just making up numbers. And then they basically said, I want you to add a couple of zeros to that, or even 1 0 per month. And he says, do it. And I want you to, like, think it. And I remember thinking at that moment, that's kind of a big goal, right? And I was thinking, I don't know if I want to put that down, because if I put it down, then it means I have to do whatever it takes to get there, right? And sometimes we're scared to write that goal on the piece of paper, because why? Because we're fearful about not being able to reach it. And so therefore, because we're scared and we're fearful of it, we don't write it down. But it takes as much effort to write down that 1,000 and adding the 10, adding the 0 to make that, right? So if you think about it, with anything that we do, especially on Amazon, if you're an Amazon seller, it takes as much effort to learn how to, you know, to make like one listing, and then once you make one sale, as it is to make several sales. And so it's really, really awesome in the fact that, it's really bright right here. It's really, really awesome in the fact that, you know, we can know, like I say, that our effort to make one sale in our mind, we're like, all right, there's one sale, and now it takes that very same amount of effort to make others, right? And we can get other people to help us. That's the awesome thing. You know, you can outsource, which, by the way, in my Simples on Seller course, there is a bonus section, or I guess you could say bonus, because it's completely talking about outsourcing. It's completely talking about basically being able to have other people to do and help you with your business and to do those little things, right? Because once you basically make your first sale, you're going to want to scale, and you're going to want to say, I want to do better, I want to do more, but how can I do that? So in a way, it still takes the same amount of effort because I'm not having to do it anymore, you know? So I wanted to encourage you guys, because a lot of you, you know, get on here and say, you know, I really want to do this, or I really want to go to the beach, or I really want to travel, or I want to really do these different things. And then we're scared to write down the bigger goal because we are scared of failure. And we talked about failure the other day, you know, and reaching higher for your goals, basically, right? So I encourage you to basically, you know, realize that one of your goals, when you write it down, don't be scared, like we talked about earlier, to add the extra 0, you know, because when you know that you've made your first sale, all you have to do is do it again and again and again, right? You can do it again. And so you know if you've done something once. I always tell my kids this, you know, like whenever they ever ask you, you know, like, Mom, can you help me with such and such? And then, you know, I teach them how to do it. I'm like, great, now you know how to do it. And so the same thing in our life, you know, whenever we have our goals, that we know that once we, like, okay, say that you're starting something in a course, or you're learning how to, you know, use your points when you travel, learning which credit cards or whatever, you know, once you learn that step and you get over the intimidation of, I don't know how to do that, or, you know, maybe it's a little bit too difficult for me to do or whatever, that once you do it, the exciting thing is you know how to do it now, right? You know how to do it. And so that's really what's awesome, is because now you're over the fear step of saying, I really don't know how to do it, right? But once you get over that fear, you're able to do it again and again and again. I remember even just learning how to use my points to get to this resort. It was a little bit intricate, you know? You have to log in a certain way, you have to, you know, only use points at a certain thing, and it got frustrating to the point where I was like, I don't want to do this anymore, right? And that's what happens in our journey, right? Is we get frustrated and we don't want to, we hit this wall and we say, I don't want to do this because it's just too hard. I just, you know, I have to log in, I have to figure it out. But if we stick with it and we realize, you know, with our goals and the things that we write, that once we get over that hurdle of getting over what we don't know, soon we go from here, and then the next step, we know it, right? And then once we know it, we do it. And once we do it, it feels so amazing, right? To reach your goals. It's like a marathon. It's like when I ran my marathon, I remember going mile by mile and going by the markers, you know, that says mile 1, mile 2. And I remember every single marker that I went to. I'm like, I'm mile 1 now. I only have, you know, 25.2 more miles to go. Now I'm on mile 2 and mile 3, and I would take pictures at every landmark. And I use that example a lot because that's how it is in our life, right? When we don't know how to do something, but we want to learn how to travel, we want to learn how to make money, we want to learn how to be a better mother, we want to learn how to lose weight, eat better, eat healthier, whatever your goals are. At the beginning, we are scared and we don't want, you know, we hit these walls, right? We hit this hard step, like, oh man, I'm really hungry today. Like, say if you're on a new budget. I just had a text. Well, really, if you're on a new budget too, but let's just say that you're learning a new keto diet or you're learning a new workout, right? When you first start doing workouts with the videos, I know how it is, right? You start doing it and you're like, I don't know these moves. And then the next day you get a little bit better. And then the next day, so on and so on. And that's how it is. And everything that we do is if we can just put that little effort a little bit more, right? To get past that wall of not being able to do it, right? And so, yes, it is hard. It's hard to do certain things, whether it's, like I say, your business, or whether it's church, it's in your church calling, or whether it's raising your kids and trying to find the best way to do that, right? It's the same effort as far as, like I told you earlier with the marathon idea, right? Going mile to mile, Same effort from mile 1 to 2, 2 to 3. Of course, it does get harder, but the next, you know, when I was training for my marathon, I remember I had like a half marathon, and I remember thinking to myself, now I know what it feels like to run half a marathon. And so now in my head, I just have to realize that I have to just add another half marathon, and I've run a marathon. And it's so much easier said than done, I know, but it's something that we can put in our head and realize that once we get to if we want to get to a specific goal, and we hit these little and big things that stop us, you know, that we just put in the effort, right? All right, so I'm about to head out to the beach. I think the kids are getting up and we're gonna eat. So I always end with sharing with you this beautiful view for those who always ask, because this is our last day on the beach today. So I'm very sad about that, but you know, of course we'll have to just come back. So, you have your dreams, right? This is where I stay every morning, right here. I love showing you guys this view. It's our balcony. This is the pool that I stay at all day. You see those orange chairs way over there? Way over there. There's my favorite spot because it's literally directly on the beach. Super blue, that's the marina out there. So, here we go. We're walking on the beach down there. It's just beautiful. One of my friends posted on my wall yesterday about the benefits of the beach. And it's really true what they say about how it just makes you happy and it just makes you feel amazing. And I think I belong here. And so anyway, all right, son. You want to say goodbye to my, are you getting hungry? I'll come and eat with you. But wait, first tell us one quick 10-second thing about the dolphins.
I got to do it twice because the first time...
Talk a little louder.
I got to do it twice. Two dolphins would put their nose on my feet, each one, and they would push me, and I'd like fly, and one of the dolphins' nose slipped, so I got to do it again. So I got
Show us your picture. I showed some people your picture earlier, but you hold it up because I can see it better. So amazing. Scooch back a tiny bit. Yeah, right there. It was the time of his life. So anyway, we wanted to share with you our experience, share with you our goals and the different things, and it is possible with your effort. Anyway, I hope you guys have an amazing day. I always love to share with you what I'm thinking, especially when I'm at the beach. So we are gonna head out, get something to eat. You guys have a great day. Take care. Bye.